Today, we'll learn how to use Ngrok to connect our applications, our Rails applications to the internet. To some situations, we would want to test out webhooks or simply share our web applications on the internet. So Ngrok allows us to create secure tunnels that we can use to share our applications on the internet. So to begin, we simply go to the download page, and it has various installation instructions based on the operating system of our choice. And since we're using Linux, I'll just go ahead and click on download here. And this will download the file for us. And when it's done, we simply follow the instructions here. It tells us that we should just extract it. So I'll just go ahead and copy this. And our file is done here. If we come and open it, we have it in our download folders. So we open this up in our terminal and we paste this there, and it's asking for our password. There we go. So now we have installed Ngrok. So the next step, if we scroll down, it tells us that we should add our authentication token. And to do that, it's simply to use this command here and with our token. So we have to sign up for this service to be able to use the token, or rather for us to get the token. I've already created an account, so let me just log in once more. And I'll simply copy this and paste it here. So once our account has been created, you can log in, and this will take us to our dashboard here. So from here we can see all our information. So you can see our authentication token that it has given us here. If we wanted to change it, we can simply click on reset, and this would reset our token and will generate a new one for us. So I'm just going to copy this, and we'll head back to our terminal and we paste it in here, and it goes ahead to tell us authentication has been saved to the configure file here. So if we look here again, it tells us that, okay, if we want to start a tunnel, if we want to start a secure tunnel, it tells us that we should say Ngrok HTTP and the port that we want to use. By default, in our Rails applications, we use the 3000 port. We use the port 3000. So I've already created an application for us in Rails, and this is our blank application here called Ngrok. So please go ahead and create a simple scaffold. We'll say Rails generate scaffold. I'll say article with title and content, and then we can run Rails db migrate, and we can simply update our routes so that our root page is the articles index page. With that, we can start our Rails server up. So if we head back to our browser and we say localhost 3000, there we go. Our standard Rails application is running, and there's nothing out of the ordinary here. So if we wanted to access this over the web, we can start up our server here. Based on the instructions here, it says ngrok http 800, but Rails is running on 3000. So if we head back here and we see ngrok, or rather Ngrok HTTP 3000. There we go. It starts up a new session for us with all the information we need. It shows us the web interface. It shows us the forwarding address that is redirecting to localhost 3000. So if we click on this, if we do control and click, you can see it takes us to this web page. Now load up in a second. So once it has loaded up, you can see it tells us the host has been blocked. And to allow requests on this particular domain, we have to make sure it's a valid host name that has been accepted in our environment configuration. So to go about that, we head back to Visual Studio Code, our code editor, and we head to our development environment, our development.rb file. Here we can configure the host names that we want to have access to our local environment, our local development environment. So if we come here back to our terminal, we can see this is E4, E3. If we stop this and we restart it once again, you can see it gives us a different domain name here. And if we do that once more, you can see it's still a different domain name. So what we can do is we can specify that, okay, this specific subdomain here, this ngrok-free.app, anything that has this here, we want to allow it to have access to our development environment. So we can go ahead and do this. If we head back to Visual Studio Code, and we can set our config.host, and we want to accept Ngrok free app. So we can save this, and for our changes to reflect once more, we have to restart our application. So now that we have done that, we come back here, or rather let's close this. We come back here and we open this up. And there we go. And you can see this is our domain from Ngrok. And this is on localhost right here on the left. And we can see we have the same information. So if we click new here and we create some random data, if we refresh here, we will see that we have this information here. So we are connecting to our application over the internet from our local device. So we can also carry out our CRUD actions once more. We can create, we can do everything that we normally do, and then we have access to it over the web. Ngrok also provides us with an interface that we can use to inspect all the traffic that goes to our website. So if we go back to our terminal, we can see this web interface link here. If we click on it, you can see, okay, it shows us all the requests that we have made. You can see our post requests, our gets, our various requests that we have made, and it gives us all sorts of information that we can use. So if we come back here, we click on new article, you can see the new article was also referenced here, was also logged here for us. So this is just one way that we can use to connect our Rails applications to the internet.